I lived with my grandmother for a large part of my life. Across the street from her house lived a woman, her neighbor, who always looked at us in a strange way. She hated our family, and I still don't know why. She didn't hide it either. You could see it in her eyes, in the way she glared, like we'd done something unforgivable. But then, in 2015, when I was 8 years old, something unexpected happened. That same woman called me over to her front yard. She was smiling. It was the first time she'd ever acted friendly. I was an innocent, naive child, so I crossed the street without hesitation. She was holding a doll, a big one, around 3 feet tall. It had blonde, shoulder-length hair with bangs and looked just like one of those old dolls from the 80s or 90s. She gave it to me, and I accepted it. Why wouldn't I? I brought the doll home and showed it to my family. They thought it was odd that she'd suddenly act nice, but no one really questioned it. Days passed, and for no clear reason, I started to feel afraid of that doll. I didn't want to be near it. I couldn't look it in the face. My mom and aunt thought it was funny. They'd play little pranks like putting the doll next to my bed holding a fork while I was asleep. It wasn't meant to scare me. They always cared about me. But to me, it wasn't funny. I was terrified. And then, strange things started happening. My grandmother had already been struggling with depression after losing a close relative. But after the doll came into our house, her condition rapidly worsened. She began having hallucinations. She stopped recognizing people, even me, even my mother and aunt. The only person she recognized was my uncle. She would talk about seeing the house on fire. She told us she saw me and my cousins lying dead in the kitchen. She walked aimlessly through the house, never speaking clearly. There was always a worried, almost haunted look in her eyes. She wasn't herself anymore. It was like something had taken over. My family started to believe something spiritual was happening. We brought in a pastor to bless the house. We even called a medium from Umbanda, an Afro-Brazilian religion, to try and expel whatever was there. During one of these sessions, my mom, who has always been spiritually sensitive, said she felt a hand around her neck, trying to choke her. Eventually, my grandmother had to be admitted into a psychiatric hospital. Even there, the hallucinations continued. She believed the doctors were trying to kill her. She begged not to be left alone. And that doll, the one that the neighbor gave me, my uncle